Well, here's another one of the Podocarpus. I think we did 3 or 4 of them 3-4 years ago, and this one actually is one of my favorite, although it does not look like it's in my favorite category because it looks somewhat neglected. Yes, it looks like it's been neglected, but what I always do is I do just enough so that it does not ruin the taper and the movement. So let me go ahead and get a lot of this trimmed out of the way. Then you could see that, yeah, it looked bad, but it should look better very soon. Like I said, this is one of my favorite ones. I did work on this from time to time. You can still see the dead clippings. What? It was kind of tucked into the area that was kind of hard to get at. So, well, that's one of my excuses. See, I have been trimming. I've been taking care of the top. The top where the apex is. If you let that grow too long, you end up losing that nice taper. And once you lose the taper, it's hard to regain. So I've been sort of trimming the top more than the bottom. Okay, this area needs attention. Got a little bit big. I'll just cut the whole thing off. So, you know, this one, and like almost all the others, plants that I have a nice line that's already well established. So it's easy to get back. Now, if this had no styling, then where would you go back to? So anyway, this is more like remedial, but on some material that has been well trained. People that buy my things, I tell them, as long as you keep it alive, even if it gets really out of hand, as long as it's alive, I can help you. I have a lot of practice because so much of stuff gets neglected around here. But that was on the street or in a shopping mall cart, see, they don't really have a nice structure. So they want me to fix those. It becomes a restyle, not a maintenance. So I have difficulty with those. I had one the other day, one of my old-time customers, I guess he was bored, so he bought it online. And it looked good, you know, with the foliage, but it didn't have a structure. So by the time I try to fix it, it kind of looks sad. But that's the process that we have to go through to have a good bonsai. And those of you that have been following me, you know what we did on these to get the line that we have in. Oh, one thing about this tree, because of the style, it's really hard to get through the gate. You have to do it with a hand truck on this side and kind of awkward. But I'm thinking this is too big to be a bonsai unless you have a show with big trees. I think this will be good as a patio, or, you know, with this style the way it is, I think if you had like a koi pond, it'd be kind of cool to hang over it. It's not a true cascade, but it's somewhat like a cascade. So, see, it's just easy to get back to what it should be because the structure is in place. A little bit more in here. Okay, I think I'm done. It has a nice line. That's one of my reasons that I really like this one here. It has kind of an interesting line, out of the ordinary, yet close enough to be in mainstream. I guess this could be a patio bonsai, but I was thinking if you had like a koi pond and this kind of hung over, that would be kind of cool. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. This is the Podocarpus that we've been working on for the last 3-4 years. Well, it's more than 20 years old. But I think I started taping a few years back. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. So we have our root flare. You can't see it from here, but the movement, drastic dip down movement, but it has taper. And that's one of the things that I have to watch, even if they get neglected. Gotta make sure that key parts, you don't get the apex so fat that you end up with a reverse taper. So at least I'm doing that much, even when these seemingly neglected plants are all over my nursery. So yes, I know I should get to it a little sooner, but I get to do enough so that I will not ruin the style. Okay, so this is Hiro saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. Today is the first week in August. There's plenty of heat, so this has always been in a protected spot because I don't think they really like the sun. So anyway, I'll put it back and perhaps we'll see it again sometime next year. See you again real soon. Take care now. Goodbye.